Zeophate plays StarOcean, the Divine Force. And welcome everybody to another episode of StarOcean. Where today, really don't remember what we were up to. I think we're... Well, maybe I didn't lose the ship. I knew we had to evac from it. Okay, so that's not it. Transport route, maybe?
This thing's not gonna get me anywhere. It's not set with the destination. Since Leticia and the gang are gonna need some time to get prepped, might as well get some rest in the living quarters.
Oh, okay, that... Yeah, my main thing is I haven't really determined what system I actually want to run it under.
About time for a rest.
Okay, so rest. You gonna charge me on my own ship? Rip off. Well, I guess the bill's gotta get paid somehow.
Ray, there was an incoming transmission. Please report to the bridge.
Leticia and everyone must be ready now. Better head to the bridge and answer their call.
So we're now on to ship number 3, if I'm remembering correctly.
Leticia, you ready to roll on your end?
Ray, well, we have assembled everyone.
All right, I'll initiate the transfer. Get somewhere you won't be seen. Hey, Antonio, I want you to meet my friends. Let's go welcome the princess and the others in the transfer chamber. Welcome to my humble abode, Your Highness.
Ray, this is your ship?
Not so different from the Tyrannus, huh?
But it is so different. There are so many lights.
Ah, well, this ship is up and running, I guess. Antonio, I give you Princess Leticia.
I am Leticia Austerius. Thank you, once again.
A pleasure, Princess. I'm Antonio. Raymond, you've been traveling with such a stunning beauty this whole time?
Oh, well...
All right, everyone. Let's make for the bridge. We'll be taking off soon.
See that? There's your planet, Leticia. Aster 4.
That is... our planet? Our world?
To think all of our struggles have taken place in such a minuscule space makes one feel insignificant.
Yes, but... it is so very beautiful.
No doubt about it.
Right then.
Well, the
I
campaign
suppose we best get
idea
going.
I have...
Elena, Chloe, Miss Kenny.
Roger.
you're going to be
It's been so
severely limited
long.
at the beginning.
I'll, do my best.
We're counting on you.
So
Aldous.
you wouldn't have access to magic or
Chloe,
anything else like this. You'd
get
only
us out
have
of
very,
orbit.
very, very
Keep
basic
thrusters at
equipment.
1/4 power.
Exiting orbital trajectory. Thrusters at 1/4 power.
So your maid may not actually work.
We have exited orbit. Now entering conventional space. All systems green.
Right then. I guess our first priority is to chase that ship carrying Boldor and the others.
I hope you're not intending to engage them. The Aldous won't stand a chance.
Oh, yes, Ray. Here. This is from Lola. It is a record of the battle between the Scorpion battleship and the Akizuki from the Tyrannus. She hopes it will prove useful.
Much appreciated. Okay, let's get this analyzed quick. I have no intention of taking them head on. All right. If we compile this data first, we might at least be able to figure out where the hell that battleship is headed.
Under normal circumstances, it would likely be their homeworld. It may be safe to assume they are returning there.
No such location that would correspond with the concept of a homeworld exists within Scorpium.
Is that so?
Scorpium is a collective of life that forms a network which spans the galaxy, with enormous spaceships traveling between artificial colonies and space stations.
Well, couldn't those be considered their home planet?
No. In this particular instance, all the bases and ships are also part of the overall Scorpium life form.
That is correct.
So, you got any idea which one of these massive life forms they might be headed to then?
The man known as Gaston contained many factors that differ from the current state of the Scorpion. Thus, the accuracy of any predictions we make will be low.
Hey, okay. Are you really telling me we don't have any leads right out of the gate? I mean, can't we use our long-range sensors to pick up their trail?
Yeah, they're already way out of range of our sensors.
For crying out loud.
What's that?
Okay, take it easy. It's the sensors picking something up. It might even be them. Chloe?
No, it's a Federation ship. They're approximately 36 hours away.
A Federation ship. They may be coming to apprehend Sayuri and I.
Alright, it doesn't look like they're heading for Aster. Want to test our luck and try to make contact?
Unlike the Astoria, they are making no effort to conceal themselves. At this distance, the Aldous should be able to outrun them as well.
Not so sure about this.
Chances are they picked up our signal already. It'd be more risky to just sit around and do nothing. Ant, patch a signal through open comms.
Roger that. Opening a line of communication. Connection established. Putting them on screen.
This is Captain Raymond Lawrence, aboard the Vergoldian transport vessel Aldous. State your name and affiliation.
This is the Pan-Galactic Federation battlecruiser, Bella Gulf. And I am its captain, Curtis Aldrich. I never expected to meet a member of the Lawrence family in the middle of nowhere like this. It's an honor.
Permit me to skip the formalities, Captain Curtis. What brings you out to this middle of nowhere?
We're en route to our destination and in a hurry. Though I'm not about to share any more than that with the captain of an anti-Federation Burgoldian ship.
Understandable. So I suppose it's just a coincidence that you happen to be heading in the same direction as the Scorpion ship that we happen to be tracking?
How do you know of the Scorpion?
We just recently engaged a Scorpion vessel which had entered the Aster system. We've since determined that the ship was crewed by soldiers from the federated planet of Vir.
Captain Raymond, I think it may be best we exchange information. I should like to make contact with your ship.
I must decline. You see, I was on board another ship, the Aegis, when it was taken out by an unlawful attack from a Federation battlecruiser not too long ago.
Are you referring to the Astoria? I hear it was illicitly cloaked and attacked without warning.
Oh, well, if you know about that, then I assume the Astoria must already be hung out to dry.
Actually, they're currently on the run.
What?
The Federation's most advanced ship has gone rogue?
Our ship, on the other hand, is in no such state. Transmit our logs to Vergold if you like. We have nothing to hide. We make for the site of an emergency mission. Though, at present, we could use all the information on the Scorpium that we can get.
Fine. Send us a rendezvous point. We'll give you an estimated time of arrival once we figure it out on our end.
Much appreciated. Wishing you a safe voyage. Over and out.
Coordinates for the rendezvous point received. Our ETA is 10 hours, 57 minutes. Ray? No. Captain. I think that we can trust him.
I agree. We may gain some valuable information this way.
You should be more worried about getting arrested. We have no reason to trust them, or think that they have our best interests at heart.
Arrested. Oh, yes. I suppose you're right.
Either way, we still have 11 hours until we know for sure. All right, everyone. Let's take breaks and shifts.
What of us?
Right. Allow me this opportunity to give you all a tour of the ship. Raymond may be the captain now, but the Aldous is still my ship after all.
Understood. You have my thanks, Sir Antonio.
Wonder what Antonio has everyone up to.
You know, I'm thinking for my campaign, it's probably most likely going to be D&D based. But if we do GURPS, it would definitely be a very, very, very low-powered campaign to start with.
Ray.
Like, you're talking 25-point campaign.
Did my brother behave on your tour?
Antonio is much more of a gentleman than you.
Aw, thank you. So, what do you think of the Aldous?
How should I put it?
It's incredible! Every last bit of it, nothing short of incredible!
Every aspect of life here is like another world. No, another dimension. It's all so astounding. I don't know where to begin.
Let me say this. Preventing him from wandering off whenever I look elsewhere is proving quite a difficult task.
I know full well that this journey will be difficult, but it is quite thrilling to think I will experience what was spoken of in Larkus for myself.
Glad to hear it. You're welcome to wander and check everything out at your leisure. Any questions? Feel free to ask Antonio or myself. On that note, Chloe?
Yes, Captain.
If you hear a voice come out of that, do what it asks, okay?
Yes. Understood.
We've prepared rooms for each of you in the living quarters. Rest up as much as you can until we rendezvous with the Vela Gulf.
Honestly, I'd have to remember that character that you were playing. And if that's one of your goals, I could turn around and potentially specifically craft a campaign for it.
What should we do with this cargo addressed to Veer? We've lost contact with Veer Prime, so... Lola's from the same planet. Could I give it to her to take? It's so tough not being able to go.
I guess Theo was a no-show?
Albert and I did ask him to come along, but he refused, citing the lack of laborers in post-war affairs, the need for negotiation with the Empire, and assisting Lola with the Tyrannus. He asked that I worry not of home, and to instead focus on my journey to the stars.
Huh, understandable. Tough position. But I'm sure working for the betterment of the kingdom will help him feel better, right?
I think so too.
We need to find out what Boldor is up to. Not just for Osirius and Vale, but for Theo as well.
Agreed.
Wonder what Marielle's up to. She was up on the bridge last I saw her. Looks like I lost it again.
I've actually turned around and played a campaign under those circumstances that you're mentioning, and it actually wasn't. It didn't turn out well. It got very much to the point of the high-powered players were doing everything, and the low-powered players were just basically sitting there killing time. So people did not have fun. Okay, undelivered. Yeah, you know what? No, I'm not even going to bother. I don't really care about the side quests at the moment. Yeah, it didn't. It very much did not. If you had the right group of players, it could probably work, but trying to find that right balance of players... Like, it would have been fine if people had different specialities. But they didn't. They were very much trying to multi-stack on everybody.
Taking the crash course?
There's so much to learn. I'd like to at least get a little more familiar with the Aldous before we meet up with the Vela Gulf, so that I may be of some use if the situation turns bad.
Don't push yourself too hard. You must be plenty tired as it is.
I can't allow myself to be tired. I don't want this to be a repeat of the Edis. I have a duty to protect the Aldous as a soldier of the Federation.
I feel you, but getting proper rest also falls under your responsibilities as an Aldous crew member. So take it easy. Captain's orders. Got it?
I'll do my best.
There's still so much Marielle and I both don't seem to know about this entire situation. Might be a good idea to see what Duma can tell me. Leticia and everyone should be in the common area.
If I was to include your mage in the campaign, if we were running GURPS, it would be very, very, very tricky to figure out how you got into the situation. It also would you would not have access to your wealth, and your noble titles wouldn't mean anything. Your mage abilities would probably be of great use, but overall, your wealth and your nobility wouldn't exist as far as campaign-wise is concerned. Storyline-wise, yeah, it could.
I would like to know why you came aboard the Edis, Duma.
We were dispatched to assess the integration suitability of Vergoldians.
What? So the shippers we were dealing with were Scorpium?
Affirmative.
But the client sure seemed like a human, from what I could tell at least.
The Scorpium Collective takes many forms. Some may appear entirely cybernetic, others as cyborgs or androids. There are also those who are entirely organic in nature.
Ah, great. It is freaking horrifying to know that we handled unknown cargo from unknown clients. So you're saying that if I succeeded in delivering you, all of Vergold would be Scorpium by now?
Horrifying is an unfairly emotional evaluation. Integration with Scorpium is...
Yeah, I don't care what you think, all right? Based on what we've seen and heard about it, that's how I feel. Deal with it.
We cannot refute this statement. If Scorpium is truly acting in violation of our principles, it would be in defiance of our very existence itself.
Are you confused?
Do you even get confused?
We cannot deny this possibility. There is a need for us to learn the truth of these events in order to carry out our mission successfully. We shall cooperate as much as possible when necessary.
Oh, I'll see to it that you shall. Don't worry about that. After all, you're different from the other Duma, aren't you?
We'll discuss it offline.
Rendezvous point.
Because I might be able to integrate you into the campaign.
Ray, the Vela Gulf is hailing us.
Put him on screen.
Right on schedule, I see. I'll be on board shortly for that information exchange we mentioned.
You serious?
A sign of good faith from us. After we rendezvous, we'll warp out for 1 minute. After the transfer, we'll immediately warp back in. Maintain your course. I've just sent the data.
Data received. Looks to me like there's only one person in the transfer chamber.
Not exactly thrilled about their terms, but seems we've got no choice.
Understood. Maintaining course and confirming that of the Vela Gulf. Transfer will commence within 1 minute of exiting warp. Once Captain Curtis is aboard, we shall adopt a parallel course to the Vela Gulf.
Captain's coming aboard. Guess it's up to me to bid him welcome. Marielle, Leticia, come on with me. I'm not too savvy when it comes to Federation etiquette.
Understood.
I should go too?
Yeah, all you gotta do is stand there. If there's 3 of us, it should deter Curtis from trying any funny stuff.
Very well.
Yeah, there's a lot of campaigns and stories that I've listened to and seen that I've wanted to be a part of.
Captain, I wasn't expecting you to come alone.
It'll be easier for us to talk like this. Let's make this quick. The Vela Gulf is currently en route to the Manuk system.
Captain, this emergency you mentioned.
Are you Lieutenant Marielle L. Kenny? There's a warrant out for your arrest, you know.
I am aware of that and ready.
We can explain all that and more in this intel exchange. First things first, though. Can I offer you a cup of freshly brewed Terran coffee?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stories I wanted to be a part of that I wouldn't be able to play.
To think such a thing took place in the Aster system.
So, what is it that has you rushing off to the Manuk system?
Manuk is currently under siege by a large fleet of Scorpium ships. Headquarters interprets it as a full-scale invasion.
Ridiculous. That is impossible.
I've been wondering about this. A Duma, I presume.
You know about Duma?
We've been gathering information on our end as well. The Duma are the ones proselytizing the Scorpium's integration ideology, correct?
Affirmative. Scorpium is a being that seeks to evolve as a life form. Aggressive incursions are nothing more than an act that limits our evolutionary choices.
It would seem the Scorpium are no monolithic entity. The faction currently attacking the Manuk system are known as the Centralists.
Centralists? Ray, do you think...
Yep, Centralists. That's the name Boldor mentioned on the Tyrannus.
The entirety of Scorpium is composed of individuals linked without partiality. A central being cannot exist within our system.
And yet Manuk is under siege by Scorpium calling themselves Centralists.
How did headquarters come by this intel? You know, Captain, it hasn't been that long since I left the Astoria, yet there seems to be too much new information.
There must be some connection between the Scorpium and the Federation higher-ups. Fleet headquarters specifically.
Your assumption is correct. A significant number of fleet officers have broken off from the chain of command. Most of them were in contact at some point with the Scorpium on the planet of Vir. Headquarters decided to launch a rescue effort in the Manuk system. It's unclear who's friend and who's foe within HQ, however. We may even be following a Scorpium directive.
And even if that is the case, you can't just abandon them, huh? Captain Curtis, the Aldous is in possession of Scorpium data compiled by a soldier who escaped from Vir. We are currently pursuing the Scorpium ship that came to Aster 4. I'd like you to analyze that data and identify the ship in question once we reach the Manuk system.
This is invaluable intel. We're in your debt.
Yeah, no worries. Just reimburse me for the Yidis once this is all over and we'll be square.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes because I'm in the end game content area. So there's a lot of
Thank you
cutscenes
for your
as
time. I'll get back in contact as soon as we've identified the ship that you're after.
We've exited warp. Commencing transfer.
Please be careful.
You as well.
So there's a lot of cutscenes getting this all sorted out.
The Vela Gulf has sent us a location. ETA to the Manuk system is 25 hours. Exactly 6 hours behind the Vela Gulf.
Don't sweat about what he said. The larger an organization, the easier it is to corrupt.
Captain, please don't make light of it. Even a single ship deviating from the chain of command is cause for alarm. If all of these ships are under the influence of Scorpium, then the risk to the entire galaxy is very real.
I too find something strange about all this.
What do you mean?
Little Duma's reaction. I also felt that what Captain Curtis told us did not line up correctly with what we heard from Lola. She stated that the Scorpium invading her home were acting in such a way as to avoid detection. I did not get the impression that it was attacked outright in the same way as this Manuk location is being attacked now.
I think Lola's hunch may be right about Scorpium having infiltrated the Federation undetected. But isn't Duma also a part of Scorpium? It must be hiding something.
Little Duma always remains silent when they wish to be deceptive. When they do speak, it is generally free of falsehood. This is why their assertion that Scorpium does not invade must be true. Right, Duma?
Correct.
Duma's the only link we have to understanding the Scorpium. We analyzed the data from the Tyrannus, but we still have almost no idea of who or what the Scorpium are. We won't learn much of anything until we confront them ourselves.
So sorry
As I
about
discussed
the
with
episode of
Captain
cutscenes.
Curtis, it's most likely that the Scorpium faction attacking Manuk are in cahoots with the ship Boldor is on. The Vela Gulf has kindly agreed to help us track it down.
I have detected other unidentified ships also approaching the Manuk system, where the Scorpium battleship is heading. However, support from the Federation is still far away. The Vela Gulf, Aldous, and Manuk fleet will have to handle this alone.
So what you are implying is that it will be a difficult battle.
That is correct.
What will you do if Boldor is aboard that ship, and we find ourselves forced into combat with it?
All I can say is that we should be ready for anything. Even if it means taking them out.
It would seem war is much the same here in the stars as it is in our world.
Yep, you got that right. Which is exactly why I want you all to rest up before we reach the combat zone. I better get some rest too.
We'll admit this particular game has been very cutscene heavy versus most of the standard StarOcean games that I've played. Usually you get a shortcut scene for StarOcean, from my memories, is you'll get a shortcut scene every now and then giving you information.
They have made contact with what appear to be 2 Scorpion ships. They are engaging in battle. All available hands to the bridge.
The battle's already underway. Better get to the bridge.
So having this many cutscenes in a row is unusual for a StarOcean game.
The Manuk fleet has already suffered heavy losses. They only have 3 vessels deployed currently, none of which have been able to attack effectively.
Can you tell me, Ray, why is this Manuk fleet so inferior?
Even up here in space, some folks have the technological leg up on others.
Another Scorpion battleship is nearing the Manuk system. ETA 2 hours, 3 minutes.
How long until the Aldous arrives?
2 hours, 11 minutes. However, we could become embroiled in battle at any time.
I'm sure we'll be fine.
No, you're not.
Captain, update. We will arrive in the Manuk system in 6 minutes. The Vela Gulf has disabled one of the Scorpion vessels. They are currently in combat with 2 ships, including the one that arrived shortly before us.
Way to go, Captain Curtis. Battleships sure are on a different level, aren't they?
Captain, the Vela Gulf is hailing us. Putting on screen now.
Vela Gulf to Aldous. We only have 8 torpedoes left. Hardly enough to take out these last 2 ships. We're going to focus on stalling them. Can you cover us?
You can count on it. We'll be pulling into your sector in 3 minutes.
Much appreciated. Vela Gulf out.
The 2 ships engaged with the Vela Gulf are now designated as Scorpion Ship Bravo and Scorpion Ship Charlie. Warp out directly into the orbital path between the Vela Gulf and Scorpion Ship Bravo.
Trajectory set.
Red alert. Deploy full defensive shields. Set to Omni. Load all 6 proton torpedo launchers. Arm the phase cannons.
Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Shields at full.
Proton torpedoes loaded. Phase cannons initialized.
Everyone get to your seats and strap in. It's about to get bumpy.
Currently maintaining distances of 500,000 kilometers with Bravo and 760,000 with Charlie.
Fire 3 torpedoes at Bravo and immediately reroute to course 60 Mark 0.
Proton torpedoes away. Impact in 11 minutes. The Vela Gulf has also launched a torpedo at Bravo.
Adjusting bearing to 60 Mark 0.
Please show us the space battle, not cut back into the bridge.
Charlie has just fired 4 torpedoes at us.
Activate auto evasion.
Activating auto evasion.
Ah! It's shaking!
Keep quiet. You might bite your tongue otherwise. 3 of the torpedoes will miss, but 1 cannot be avoided. Brace for impact. We have been hit. Shields at 76%. Restoring them now.
The rumbling is like an earthquake.
We get any hits in?
All 3 torpedoes failed to connect.
How could they miss at that interval? What sort of ship is that?
Damn it! Open a channel to the Vela Gulf!
Channel open.
Captain, follow this.
Can you handle this?
We'll make it work. Just go! Set phase cannons to fire simultaneously on both Bravo and Charlie. Program salvo bursts to fire automatically in 10-second intervals on these coordinates.
Understood.
Divert to course 270, mark 180. Match the movements of the Vela Gulf.
Roger, Captain. I'll do my best.
Distance between Bravo and Charlie is 100,000 kilometers. Both ships are taking evasive action.
Now, hit Bravo with all we've got!
Two torpedoes have hit. Bravo has ceased turning.
The Vela Gulf's attacks on Charlie also landed.
Bullseye!
Bravo and Charlie are on a collision course.
That's why you don't be so close in space.
Scorpium ships Bravo and Charlie have collided. Both battleships appear to have been immobilized.
Yeah! Did we win?
For now. Don't get out of your seat just yet, though. We don't know what's still out there.
Captain,
Welcome back,
the Vela
Talon.
Gulf is hailing us.
Excellent work, Captain Raymond.
Thanks, but it was the Vela Gulf that did all the heavy lifting. We just came in to steal the show. The real work starts now.
What do you intend to do?
We're gonna board one of the Scorpium ships with Duma and investigate inside.
Understood. They may be quiet now, but you're likely to face some strong opposition. Be careful.
For sure. And I trust you got our back if anything happens. Can you tell me which ship is the one that came from Aster? Is it Bravo or Charlie? Don't tell me it was the ship that went down before we even got here.
It is fortunate we have the data from Lola. Bravo is the one we seek.
So we're boarding the Scorpium battleship.
Yep, you got it. Let's make our way over there now.
Transfer chamber. Oh, I simply wanted to try saying it. Did I do so correctly?
No, we've been hit by cutscene after cutscene after cutscene after
These?
cutscene.
Portable optic deflectors. You can wear these to protect yourself from portable optical weaponry equivalent to a Federation phase gun.
I see. Wait, pray, what exactly does all that mean?
It means that even if you're hit by a glowing gun, like the one Marielle was using, it won't kill you. But that's not a complete guarantee, so don't get too cocky.
Note that it also offers defense from physical attacks, such as bullets or knives. Finally, please attach these magnetic soles to your footwear. You can switch them on and off by touching your heels.
Indeed. Being free of gravity's shackles ought to be fun.
Do not even think of wandering off.
Those two are like an old married couple. Even though I know they're not married. Well, they haven't seen each other in 15 years or so.
Hey! What is this?
Oh, is this...
What? Why am I upside down?
Everyone, please remain calm. Turn your feet toward that surface there and touch your heels.
Okay.
This is the inside of a Scorpium ship, huh?
Which means we're in the belly of a living creature. It certainly does have that appearance. Rather unnerving.
Where could Boldor be on a ship like this?
If he's even still alive.
All these... they were on this ship.
We must hurry. If more Scorpium arrive, there's no telling what could happen.
Strange. This vessel is...
What's up?
Ray, I am picking up multiple life signs ahead.
Many of the Scorpium do not possess detectable life signs. I suggest exercising caution.
Okay, so I do apologize for the episode of cutscenes, but I didn't know it was going to be that damn long. So thank you all for watching. Hope to see you all again next episode. If you didn't get too bored for this, but hey, at least we got a space battle.